Alright, so I wanted to take a second to talk about third-party companies. It's been a big increase recently with a lot of master grade line pushing out as well as busts, but more importantly I wanted to focus on the master grades. A lot of people feel very differently about it because technically, in all rights, it is piracy and it is plagiarism. However, I actually support it in one way. I think it really helps push to show Bandai that they need to try a little bit harder on their master grade line and that old kits can be redone with the same frame, the same style, and still be very, very appealing to the modern market. Right now, Bandai has really increased the amount of inner detail on the frames inside. You can clearly see on the old kits compared to the new, there really is no more inner frame. It's just parts that connect together. I think being able to bring that back will show people that they really care about the quality of their models and they're not just trying to, push out for more income. Also, with these third-party companies, they're really pushing harder towards having separated panels, more panel lines, ones that actually make sense and click together a little bit more. And this is something Bandai has done pretty well with some master grades they've come out with. The problem is they haven't made a whole lot of master grades recently. In fact, their master grade line seems to be dwindling down faster and faster. Even as successful as Iron-Blooded Orphans is, they get nothing. This worries me a little bit because master grades are high grades are quicker and easier to build, but master grades I think they're more enjoyable, and I'm more interested in buying them. I also feel like this conflict of having somebody to compete against other than Kotobukiya and Wave and Hasegawa really pushes Bandai to maybe try a little harder. I mean, conflict breeds creativity. So, in my eyes, I think it's a good thing, even though not necessarily a good way of going about it. They could create their own models entirely instead of just stealing previous designs, basically customizing them, and then cloning those casts and shipping them out. Whichever you feel about it, I'd love to hear your opinion on it. I know it's not a easy thing to talk about. It's one of those moral dilemma things. It's not a black and white situation. But ultimately, I want it to continue because I want Bandai to try harder on their side to show that, you know what, you don't need to buy these third-party companies because Bandai can do it better quality, and the same price. Tell me what you guys think.